Guess you're the new owner. What are you, mob, cartel? You don't look Mexican. Anyhow, I guess you better get on with the things are gonna change around here crap. Maybe threaten one of the drivers. Go steady on Ted over there. He's just had his hernia fixed.
Well, yeah, things are gonna change around here, lady.
Oh, crap, Sonny. Might as well leave this to me. I've been doing this for years.
Now, here's this. We are now under new management, and things are gonna change around here again. Our new management,
Which gang are you?
Well, I'm not part of any gang, actually.
What's your goddamn name, kid?
Versetti. Tommy Versetti.
our new management, the Massetti gang, is gonna make sure we get no trouble. Capiche? Out.
Did you like the capiche? I like the capiche. So this is how it's worked in the past. We run the firm as usual. If we get any trouble from rival firms, you beat the crap out of them. Then they beat the crap out of us. Then you beat the crap out of them, etc., etc. You got it?
Yeah, I guess.
Just grab a taxi from the garage if you feel like jumping in.
Hello there and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Today we continue on Let's Play. This is episode 33 and in today's episode we are beginning Act 4. Act 4 is when the game turns from doing passive assets, which is the assets that unlock side missions, to doing the assets that unlock main missions, and essentially it is the one step away from the finale. So all of the asset missions we're going to be doing in the next couple of episodes are actually mission based as opposed to side mission based as you've seen previously. Also, these asset missions will go ahead and unlock side missions in certain cases, which we will now be able to go ahead and complete. If you remember assets from this game, chances are these are the assets you remember. We begin with the easiest of the bunch, which is Kaufman cabs. Apologies for saying film studio in the last episode, we'll get to that in the next episode. But for now, let's get in a cab and see what we are going to go ahead and do.
Okay, we got a high-class fare needs picking up from Starfish Island. Any takers?
Tommy here, I'll take it.
So, these cab missions are probably the most passive asset style of the previous lot. Unlike something like the Malibu Club or the film studio, these don't really have proper cutscenes. They don't even really have a proper storyline particularly. It's more a case of you just get in a cab and go and do whatever mission the game requires you to do, essentially, unlike in those missions where they're actually more structured like story missions. So I guess it's a nice little bridge point between a passive asset and an actual mission-based asset. Either way, Kaufman Cabs is a pretty good asset, pretty easy to complete and all the rest of it. So we will now go ahead and pick up this passenger from Starfish Island, sound our horn. Here he comes down, it's one of our neighbours.
This is my
Oh, no.
fare. Back off, asshole.
Take the other car out. But he's in the better taxi. I prefer that taxi. Alright. That went well. I got some shots on him at least, though. There we go.
Come on, get in, quick. Okay, please, don't hurt me.
Okay, get him to piss off. Oh no, security's shooting at me. Cool. So now we just got to take him to the airport. So these are kind of like the actual taxi missions, although not really, because taxi driver compared to this is not fun. You may have noticed there's no taxi driver in this. You don't have to do the Kaufman Cabs asset to unlock the taxi driver side mission, however, I am going to. I will explain why in a bit, but yeah, essentially these are kind of like the taxi missions, but more fun, which makes you question why they didn't just replace taxi driver with this. I get taxi driver as a good way to let you get your bearings around the city and learn to travel, but at the same time so is paramedic. So, and paramedic's really irritating. Taxi driver isn't irritating, taxi driver's just really boring. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure as to the design decision of that one, but there we go. Anyways, let's drop our passenger off. There he goes through the security gates, and $1,000 is ours. Woo! That was worth it. The Kaufman Cabs, I think have a difference to the cabbie. I want to say they are slightly quicker and slightly better handling. You do see these around the city even before you end up buying the cab depot, so I think it might be a bit of a shame that Kaufman never really got their own special cab design, considering again they are literally just, they look exactly like cabbies, so getting the two mixed up is quite easy, but for whatever reason that's what they decided to go with. And then of course the competitor for this is VC cabs, which don't have a sort of depot that we can actually visit, but they're the guys that drive the LTD style taxi cabs, which are better because they're front wheel drive and are pretty average in overall stats, while as the cabbie a little bit tougher but a bit harder to handle. I guess they maybe thought this would add a bit more challenge to the missions, but in all honesty the cabbie actually isn't that bad of feeling of a vehicle. I would definitely drive this over a GTA 3 cabbie. Although it'd be interesting, maybe this has got more in common with the Borghini taxi from GTA 3, not too sure. Anyways, why are the Haitians here?
Blowing all cars, we're losing fares all over town. What's with you guys?
VC cabs keep beating us to it. They just got too many cars. We can't compete.
Mr. Bassetti, if you're out there listening in, you wanna put some VC cabs out of action before we go bust?
Seems like a pretty straightforward mission, so we've got to destroy 3 rival taxis. This is a little bit more my speed, just destroying stuff. So we don't have to stay in the cab to do this, although drive-buying probably does make it a little bit easier as opposed to getting out, aiming a rocket launcher or something of the sorts at the cabs and then taking them out that way. So we'll just go ahead and do drive-bys, I guess. Does he react to me being next to him? No. Oh, he actually tries to. That's even better. They're really dedicated to their jobs, VC cab personnel. I'm noticing this. Maybe we should train our taxi drivers to be as ruthlessly loyal to their brand as these guys obviously are. That works for me though, because I can just do this. We're on fire? Yes we are. Run away. They're gonna... No, never mind. I thought they was gonna blow up our gang members, I was about to say. I feel sorry for those guys. Those guys are dedicated to their job. Our gangsters, I mean, come on. They just have random firefights in the streets with the Cubans. They hate the Cubans as much as we do. I wonder if this car's got more durability than the typical taxi. I know the cabbies are built pretty tough though, so... And again, all they're really doing to fight back is actually ramming, so... What I should have done is gone for the furthest away and then come back in, but never mind. Oh, he is coming around. Okay. Not like it makes much difference. There we go. He's gonna blow. And $2,000. There we go. I don't even think that really pays for all the SMG ammo I'm wasting, but never mind. It doesn't really matter all that much. It's hardly like we're hurting for money, is it? Let's be perfectly honest. We've got a fair chunk of change in the old bank account, which is nice. How have I lost 25 armor? When did that... Oh, Haitians, yeah, right. I was about to say, it's pretty much impossible to really lose health on these side missions, other than the last mission, but that one, even still, I mean, you shouldn't really be losing health on it if you're doing it right. Hello, I'm here to take my final cap mission, and this really is the final cap mission as well.
Car 13, we got a missed car test asked for you especially.
Okay, I got it. Car 13, out.
Unlucky 13, that's the worst sign possible. Go pick up Mercedes. Good old Mercedes. Strange character in this game, Mercedes is. Really, she's yeah, Tommy's not girlfriend, but like Tommy doesn't really care all that much. She just sort of exists and gets angry with him occasionally. It's kind of funny. I mean, I get it because the whole point of the game is Tommy is very business focused. He's not particularly... Not to say that he doesn't care about people. He does obviously like care about a few key characters, but he's like more business driven. He's not really into the whole personal relationship thing. He's just sort of, okay, if this person makes me money, I like them. If this person does me favours, I like them. If he double crosses me, then I'm just gonna eat him alive. So, good thing I didn't run over. I don't even know if you can get a wanted level on this mission. This looks like a weird place for Mercedes to tell us to come.
No sign of Mercedes.
No. Oh no. Bugger that. That's not quite what I wanted to do. There we go. Nope, fucking... How is that? What? Oh, no. Oh, you can get a wanted level in this mission. Interesting. Sorry, Kaufman Cab, you did a good service. Oh, here he is.
It's time for Kaufman's Cab's guardian angel to eat some fender.
Take out the leader cab. Is he moving? See, I've stepped here and I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm about to be, like, cremated. Oh yeah, here's 8-Ball's shop as well, which the game never mentions as a thing. Where is this jerk-off? Oh, there he is. Well, that was interesting. I lost a bit more health and armor than I really wanted to there, but either way, that's the taxi firm asset done and completed. They will now generate $5,000 for us, which we must make sure to correct regularly. And there we go, $5,000 for us with the mission passed. And now, you also gain access to, you might have seen it at the end, that little zebra-coloured taxi cab. We now have access to that, and that is essentially this game's idea of the Borghini taxi. It's more powerful, it's better handling, and it's got a hell of a lot more durability. So that's the reason that I was leaving the taxi missions, or the taxi side mission, taxi driver mission, as long as possible, because I can just use those, which does make it a lot easier, because again, they are faster. And also it means it's a little bit more varied, you know, you get something different and nicer to look at. Do not get me wrong, it's still going to be incredibly boring, because in this game, for whatever reason, it's still 100 fares, which it shouldn't be. It should be 50, or even better yet, just none, which would be better, but never mind. Anyways, I'll just quickly drive to the taxi depot to go ahead and show off this new cab. Of course, the game doesn't actually make any mention of the zebra cab actually showing up. Need to stand there. I'll regen some health and armor before I get into the next asset missions. But there you go. As you can see, there is no more Corona underneath there, so there's no more missions for us to do. And now we have the zebra cab, which is cool and funky looking. And this will just keep respawning over and over again, so you can lose these and get them back, and there's no real issue there. Anyways, that is it for the Kaufman taxi asset. As I said, it's a pretty short one, and it's a good little introduction to the asset missions. So join us next time. We're going to take a look at the film studio asset, which is a little bit more involved. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in, knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going. I won't let you back. Got up in a war that you are not part of. rise on this letter, your father with love.